Thank you very much. Deputy Luke Flanagan.
Thank you, Chair. In letters to the mortgagees of IBRC, the liquidators stated that the special liquidator's objective of maximising sales realisations in the public interest, which is Section 3H of the Irish Bank Resolution Corporation Act 2013. But the liquidators refused to allow the mortgagees to bid for their own loans. Now, as far as I can see, the liquidators are therefore acting illegally by excluding potential bidders. Now, the normal answer that we get is that it's impractical to deal with individual mortgage holders. But this is what I can't understand. It's untrue. This is untrue how is it practical to set up these mortgages in the first place? It takes a lot more paperwork for a start to set up a mortgage and then to pay it off in one go. And furthermore, the liquidators have shown that they can communicate with the mortgage holders as they wrote to them individually in August 2013 and looked for submissions. All that has to be done, as far as I can see, is to ask each mortgagee what bid they wish to make, and put the lot in a spreadsheet, tot it up, and there's the mortgagee's bid. So the question is, will the liquidators act in the best interests of taxpayers and allow all interested bidders to bid, or will you continue, as far as I can see, to act illegally by excluding interested bidders?
We're going to continue with the sales process that we have undertaken following independent legal advice, and we certainly don't believe we're acting illegally.
And so you reckon you're getting the best price and you won't let certain people bid for it? Like, if I went to the mart in the morning and I wanted to buy an animal and certain people were excluded, that will inevitably affect the price. So how are you sticking by the special liquidator's objective of maximising sales realisation in the public interest? How are you doing that? How without taking all potential bids?
I actually think the process, which is a consistent process we have across all of the loan portfolios, has actually been proven to be working extremely well. Evergreen, we had 84%.
For who?
For the taxpayer and for the creditors of IBRC. 84% of Evergreen sold to the open market. That meant we got above the valuation of the individual assets, and we were very pleased with the values we got. And today we announced the sale of 7 billion of loans at par, again above our independent valuation. So the sales process that we're actually applying across the different portfolios is fulfilling our obligation of getting best price and delivering the best return for the Irish taxpayer and for the creditors of IBRC.
You mentioned earlier, I think the figure was in and around 1,200 people contacted you, and about 10% of those, if I'm right, wanted to purchase the mortgages. Is that it?
That's correct.
Were any of those bids higher than your valuation?
I think that's commercially sensitive. I don't think we
would be, wouldn't it?
I will say it was.
Maybe have a chat, find out.
Well, I do know the answer. I do know the answer. It is extremely few.
It's which?
Extremely few.
So a few people actually bidded higher than what you're currently getting. A few. Is that correct? So then how do you satisfy the following, that the special liquidator's objective of maximising sales realisation is in the public interest? Like, you're obviously not getting the best price. Now, the final question. If PwC came in front of you and held up a black card and told you it was white, would you contest it?
Absolutely.
Well, it seems like, from what you've said earlier, you take them lock, stock and barrel no matter what they say to you.
They give independent advice, and we challenge that independent advice where appropriate. And just going back to your previous point, in relation to the few instances where there was a higher bid, there was no proof of funding and nothing provided that the bid could actually be seen through.
And that was asked for proof of funding of the other bidders, do you?
Yes, we do.
Thank you very much.